Happy Sunday to all, to the extent possible when news is newsing. Sometimes I think I've mentioned this, I am in denial for a few minutes before things start to hit. Um, Takes me a lot to process, but it's really um, unbelievable, unfathomable, and I'm in the sort of comforting myself stage. With all that is happening. But there's a lot of shock out there. But it's a nice time to be together, and I think we need this, not you. One needs this more than ever. We need little distractions. We need little moments. Yeah, I'm gonna plan the outfits. I feel like getting ready for the week ahead when it's a sort of roiling, challenging week is a lot more important. Hi, Celine. Then when it's an easy week, it's like clothes are to me one thing that you can do that you can have control over when things feel out of control. Um, doesn't sound like I've been working with my coach, yeah, much. And they're one way that you can guarantee some comfort, like in your skin comfort, and you can work on your endorphin levels through clothes. So I think it's a great time to do a little outfit planning. So let's do a little outfit planning. Shoot, you need to. My footwear is the cutest part of what I'm wearing, and all you see is a head and some. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you see layering. I've layered, so hello. Okay. So the thing I thought I would do this week is because I don't think I planned ahead last week for 1 week ahead the way I usually did. Did I? No. Um, So I think what I would for the 2 this week and oh my gosh, you've got your Lambrusco tea, Celine. That's amazing. I'm so thrilled to hear it. Yeah. So Hey Mrs. Solomon did a very small t-shirt capsule, and we haven't figured out the business end of it at all. Like step 1 made no money but made cute shirts. So we're figuring out, but there was a great response. So thank you. And we're figuring out next how to like do another little launch like that. Um Okay, but what was my point? Oh, the theme of this week. Okay. The theme of this week is going to be an ode to what my friend Asta, but I think, oh, hi, mom. How are you? Everybody, my mom's here, Judith Solar. Hi, mom. It's going to be an ode to my friend Asta, but I think we feed off each other. I don't know where these came from. I think it all came from Trini Woodall. But the idea is wearing the same skirt 5 different ways. I've worn a dress 5 different ways. Um, I've done that a couple times and people really liked it. And one of the things I did last week was I went to this event for creators or whatever on how to bring in um, environmentalist kind of ideas and thoughts in a manageable way into your content. Oh, my mom loved the teas. um, what I did was what I was thinking was sort of reframing. Like I did initially the wearing the dress all different ways as a creative exercise and sort of challenge to, I guess that is environmental to wear what you have and wear your clothes. But what I also think it does in a subtle way is it kind of it helps to reframe repeating your clothes. So yes, it's true that I have a lot of clothes and I can wear a different thing every day. Um, but just I think seeing someone out there, wearing re-wearing is a good thing, and so I'm gonna be doing that on a more regular basis, so you're gonna see re-wearing one thing all week long as more of something that I do more often, and if there's anything in particular you want me to try wearing all week long, let me know. Yeah, so that's this week. I'm gonna be wearing and it's also a good timing because a lot of you asked about this particular skirt and how I was gonna wear it, so I'm gonna wear it all week long, and I'll No one wants to kill birds with a stone. I don't like that analogy. But I will tackle 2 things at once. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to wear the skirt and also do a week of rewear. And it doesn't mean this should be obvious, but it doesn't mean you go buy this skirt or need to or have any particular skirt. What I'm suggesting to you is taking something, a skirt of yours that's a little dramatic, or has some oomph to it and wearing it all week long. That I think is really interesting. But by all means, if you just want to take your navy pleated skirt and do that all week long, do that too. The whole point of this is just they get you re-wearing your clothes. You plan for the week ahead. It's very satisfying. I also think the added bonus, if it's your first time re-wearing stuff, is that, when you have a lot of Zoom meetings, so re-wearing a skirt, first of all, no one's going to notice. Even if you're going to an office wearing the same skirt every day for a week and it's dramatic, no one will care. I mean, if they notice, it will be in a positive way. But also that can ease you into re-wearing. So that's this week. And then I think the week after, what I want to do is styling cues from the Marnie show. A lot of you we all loved the last Prada show where it was just 15 models stripping down, delayering. And I think there's something in that I'm going to do upcoming. But for me, that was that show, and the act of layering and delayering was like the thing of that show. But there's also something around sheer from that show, but I haven't pulled it together yet what that thing is, but I could see that coming up. But what I wanted to do next is the Marnie. There was some really like Marnie in a way is back, with, Meryl, I don't even know how to pronounce her name, Roche. I really like this Marnie, and, the styling is good, and I think it's really practical, and it's not, like, cray cray, it's, like, stuff that you could easily do. So I'm excited about with what's already in your closet, so I'm excited about that. And, just a reminder that, well, first of all, for those of you, this is free, obviously, these are free. But for those of you who are thinking about doing paid Hey, Mrs. Solomon Substack, it's a great time to do it. Because on next Saturday, I'm going to publish for the paid subscribers everything I bought all month long. And those are always these posts. They're some of my most well read posts and most commented on posts, and they're very vulnerable. And that's one of the reasons why I keep them in as a paid post. But I really get into all the purchases very specifically, all the whys of them, and the ups and downs of the month. And it was a challenging month. It's really a challenge and yet is really important to me to be very real and authentic, because I think part of what I do differently than others, is to show you a real woman, and with multifaceted woman, with seasoned woman, and with lots of life perspective, and what I really wear and what I really buy and what I really feel guilt and sadness and happiness, all the things. But I think that's what's different about me. And I respond and have genuine community with that subscriber group because it's smaller, and answer questions and do research. So if you were thinking about becoming a paid subscriber, it's a great time to do it. And I don't know that I have it set up in the best way strategically, but I do have it set up strategically in that I make a month subscription intentionally cost more than a year subscription. A year is $74. A month is like 18, because I don't want the part-time people who just jump in, read everything and jump out. I really am building community, and like I meet a lot of you in real life. I give you recommendations. We are there for each other, and it's really and I like delve into research when you have questions. So it's really substantial. So I make it a lot, easier to do, try a year for $74, because I want you to get the sense of, like, what this is like. I want you to stick it out for a bunch of posts and get in the rhythm of it, before you see if you like it or not. And that gives you time to delve into the archives and all that stuff. So if you were thinking about doing it, it's a great time to do it, is what I'm saying. That post that I'm talking about will publish on Saturday, but of course, as soon as you become a paid subscriber, you get access to everything, and there's lots to dig into that's very vulnerable, and, yeah, I go there. Like, I go there. Um Okay, what else? So I'm gonna get on with it. And so how I do it if you're new to this place is, is I pick out the 5 outfits according to the theme, and invite you to do it too. And if you wanna look back, you will be able to see in my Instagram stories, or in my Substack post is the best way to do it. You could but these are always free. The weekly wrap-ups are always free. So any Sunday night post will have a theme from the week before, a theme for the week ahead, and it will also include everything that I ended up wearing and how I felt about them. And I write like where I actually went and how I felt about them because that's kind of what I mean. I know there are people who go out to like a corner of the city and get a shot and show you an outfit, and I get inspired by those people all the time. But what I'm trying to do is show you how you really incorporate these things in your in your real life and answer all those questions like, how the hell did she wear that for a day and not get stains on it? Like, how the hell did she wear that for a day and do normal things, you know? I wanna, like, answer that and not just stiffly, like, looking great with, like, my hands in my pockets and a professional photographer. So that's all there and free. And so what I do in these sessions is I show you my plan for the 5 days according to the theme, and then when this ends, I try on all the outfits, and then I make them perfect, how I want them, how I try to feel, how I wanna feel, and make them where I'm satisfied, and then I take pictures of them, and then I send the pictures to Wendy, actually, who's our market editor, and I want her to help find options that hold up for everything that I'm wearing so that I can share alternatives that are reasonably priced so she can find secondhand options. A lot of what I wear is old, and I don't change, and this is, I think, different too. I don't change what I'm wearing to try to sell you other stuff, you know what I mean? So, I might be wearing a 12-year-old, men's Bottega shirt that was used when I bought it, you know? So, we try to find great options, both used and reasonable and by companies that we believe in. And then, once I get everything ready, it's a great feeling, and I hope you'll try it, just to look at the week ahead. Talk about feeling in control. Look at the week ahead, and I kinda scroll through. It's like the last thing I do, before I go to sleep is on Sunday nights is scroll through and be like, "Okay, this is what I'm working with this week." Yeah, so and then I summarize how I really wore them, each piece at the end. So now we're going through how I plan to wear them, then I'll tweak them all and come up with how I'm really gonna wear them. Okay, that was a lot of chatting. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Asha. Hi, Karen. So let's go. Let's get into it. Okay. So this is the skirt that I'm gonna wear all week long. No one's gonna notice. I know it seems like a really dramatic skirt, but no one's gonna notice. And I don't think that's because like I'm 55 and I'm invisible. I just think it's because that's human nature. Everyone is so consumed with like their own thing. And we're at war. No one's gonna notice. But I think it will be an interesting challenge. So let's get into it, okay? Um, all right, so whenever I'm wearing something dramatic like this, oh my gosh, hi, look, it's where I'm at. Okay, how do I say your name? Do I say joie, joy, or joie? Hi, still saying hi. You're such a nice person. And it's very nice to see you here. Feel free to shoot me some notes on pronunciation notes. Okay, so whenever I have something like this is a Tibi skirt. Oh, it's Joey. Joey. Oh, I love that. Okay. Hi, Joey. Um, okay, it's a Tibi skirt, it's a hoop skirt, and generally when I have and you're asking me like how the hell you're gonna wear it and is it practical and can you sit down? So there's no better way to tell you than to road test it all week. Hold on. Let me keep it this way. Okay. So first off, when I have something like this that's interesting and wild. Okay, one thing I'm gonna tell you, when you have something like this that's a little bit unusual and is in a weird color, the first thing you're gonna think is I'll just put it with white or black. And you can do that. That makes it more of a statement. Like you might think that you're making it less of a statement by doing that, but you're making it more of a statement. Makes it much less of a statement to put it with something of an equal value, um, color-wise, okay? So, I learned this from Trivia Woodall, like most of what I've learned. So the first thing I'm gonna try, though, I do like the idea of putting something quite conservative with it. So, this shirt is a striped shirt. This is a good example of where we'll have to find an alternative for you. This is John Elliott, who's not making for women anymore. This was a women's striped shirt. I think what's good about it is it's slim. And so just practically speaking, it's hard to put things over this. It's easier to put this. What's the theme? Going to wear this skirt every day for a week. So wearing a dramatic skirt in your closet, or any skirt in your closet if you prefer, if that's too challenging, every day for 5 days. Because I don't plan the weekend outfits, by the way. Okay. Anyway, so practically speaking, this works well with something that tucks in or is cropped. Because I love this detail. You could cover up this detail. I've experimented with that too. But I want to show off this detail, so I think this will work tucked in. So the preppy skirt, um, I'm sorry, the preppy kind of shirt and that skirt, and the color values are like close to each other. So it is a nice blend. What will I do? I think then I will go back to the preppiness that's up top and pair it with a loafer. So hold on a second. So maybe this. So I thought of like I might do this loafer. And that would be like a different this moccasin, that would be like a different approach. Like, now you're mixing multiple weird things kind of, and I still think that that would work. It's just less in the mood of how I wanna feel. So that's how I look at that. This is just more going on. I think it still works. I think the color pairing works. It's not so much going on that it can't work, but it's just less how I want to feel this week. So I think I'm going to do it with that. Okay. Outfit number one. Um, the other thing I thought is to have at least one kind of casual option. So I'm actually thinking this might be good. And this is like not quite the right color, quote unquote, right? Like, it's not an exact match. It's just in the family of, but I like it. And it too has an interesting shape. As you can see, I haven't worn it yet. It's got this little like bikini top in it, so it too has something interesting and shaped, and I'm just kinda curious as to how that will work out with it, and it's cropped, not cropped, but not long, so it can just hit at the top of the skirt, and I was actually thinking with this that I might do a red shoe. Again, I'm, like, meeting the color value, so I'm making the skirt less of a standout statement, but look at the color values there are good. I have to see when I put this on if it's too almost but not quite feeling, um, but I'm gonna try that. I talked so much at the beginning that now I'm losing the light. I'm smart talking to you. What can I say? Okay. Another option. Okay. Another option I thought was this. I'm hesitating because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do under it, but I like this. It's gonna be in the 70s, here, and this helps because I have this autoimmune disease, not disease, autoimmune condition right now that's acted up. So I have like bumps on me. See? So some days I'm fine with it. I don't even think about it. And some days I want the option to just like, I don't feel like it showing it. So I like having this because it will give me a day if I'm not in the mood to deal. Um, I don't know how this will do tuck wise, but I do love this color combination. Um, I think with that, I'll do a simple shoe and maybe just a cute bra under it or maybe a tank. I haven't figured that out yet. And what does a simple shoe look like? I don't know if I want to go to dark or light. Yeah, dark might make it a little matchy, but if dark didn't make it a little matchy, this is what comes to my mind with a simple shoe. For those of you who are just tuning in, the theme this week is one dramatic skirt all week long. If that's too much for you and you wanna try it out, just do one skirt all week long. If I were doing dark, I would do this one, or I could do this one too, which just kinda blends and would be nice. Okay. So we have now 1, 2, 3. Okay. Another one I'm thinking about this one for sure. Okay. This is like a sexy option, quote unquote. This is more like taking it seriously. Do you know what I mean? This is navy, it's sheer. I will just do it's a polo. I would just do this with like tucked in a bra, or a tank. This covers a lot of my arm, which is really nice. This is Tibi also. And I just think that's sort of like the another like easy enough, you know? And maybe for like a day when I'm feeling more serious, maybe a pearl, I don't know. And maybe I would do a serious shoe with that or maybe not. So I'll take pictures with both. But maybe it's like a little bit, maybe it's the black shoe with that, or maybe it's this burgundy, but maybe I go rogue and do that one. There's something about the skirt that's so sculptural and fun that, and the color, it takes color options really well. Okay. And last but not least, is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Fifth one, you know what I thought could be fun is this. Um, I've been thinking about like how would that work with something sporty? And but I go back to that sort of Tibby principle of Amy principle of, you know, is it too much contrast between the sporty and the not sporty? Like, I thought of this. This is our son's school T-shirt, Emmanuel College. And, like, I thought of that, but is it trying too hard because it's just, like, so contrasty? But this brings some sporty. This is like a Miu Miu jacket. Brings some sporty without being so different, because it still feels luxurious and fashiony versus, like, I literally got a track jacket. And I can push the sleeves up, to cover me, and I think I would do a low tank, and I would treat this like a shirt, and I would plan not to take it off. Maura loves the college tee. I'll try that too, I'll try them both. But I would treat this like a shirt and plan not to take it off and, like, push the sleeve up, but also have a tank in case I get desperate and hot. Um, yeah, so that's 5. So now I'm gonna try them on and see how they go. Thank you so much for being here, and, yeah, it was nice chatting. It's nice to have this place to come and chat on Sundays, like, I really appreciate it. It's nice to have this to look forward to and have this community. When things are a little wobbly, you can tell I got in a better mood just being here. So thanks so much, everybody. Good to see all of you, and, I will be seeing and chatting with you soon, okay? Talk to you later. Have a good Sunday. Bye.